Hello. Welcome to Audiotree Live, where you discover your next favorite band. My name is Fingy, and today we have Evann McIntosh in the studio. Grappling with growth, evolution, and identity, Evann McIntosh's music unravels the mysteries of their psyche, one song at a time. Take it away.
Shimmering your every word I want. fall. The city of Chicago is getting colder. Got to burn some bridges to keep warm sometimes. I take girls wherever, no, I've always been so versatile. While the weather's nice, they want to ride in my convertible. Always offered money for the gas on my tank, but I say the first ride is free, and so I've never been paid, and that's okay. Baby, take the free ride, and you can take it from me. Baby, take the free ride. It's frigid in the winter time. How long will it be till spring? And how long is a walk from here to the train? Got to play Antarctica outside, and it'll be wonderful. Baby, take the free ride, and you can take it from me. Baby, take the free ride. Everybody, they want something. You can take it if you want it. Everybody, they want something. You can take it if you want.
Hey guys, we want to share something interesting with you about our channel. Over 80% of you who are watching this video right now are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button down below and we'll keep bringing in all the best bands from around the world to play for you. Okay, back to the show. You groovy motherfucker. What the heck? Who are you? Where did you come from, man?
Evann McIntosh.
Evann McIntosh, born and raised. Speaking of born and raised, I am under the impression it was all around the world.
This is the truth.
This is the truth. What time in your life and in what physical space were you at, were you in when you found your passion for music?
I started taking guitar lessons when I was 9. I was stationed in Germany. This is coincidental. I think music I've always been expressive. I think music just happened to be what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you were moving around a lot. Was there space for you to be influenced by the music of your environment, or was that more of a isolated experience?
I think it was more of an isolated experience, just because I think because of my environment is where I looked out to find music or other things to absorb. Yeah. It wasn't until I moved to Chicago, where there's like shows all the time, all sorts of shows all the time, any night of the week. You go and actually see all sorts of music. But before that, it was just like listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did bring you to Chicago? I know you moved here when you were 18, but not out of school or pursuing, a college. Why, out of all places, were you drawn to Chicago specifically for music?
I knew people who were coming here, and I knew that I wanted to move out of my small town and move to a major city, and it just seemed the most
convenient.
Yeah.
It's the closest one.
Yeah. And you're saying that you saw a lot of shows in Chicago. What else has, Chicago uniquely brought to your own musical abilities that other cities haven't?
I think it's like, I haven't experienced other cities the way that I've experienced Chicago, as I've lived in them. I'm like from a lot of like small towns or like air bases. It's very small, closed communities. And I think Chicago's got all sorts of different types of music and different types of cultures in one place. There's so many ideas in one place. There's just so many people. Whereas before there was not so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And going back in time a bit, your first album, Mojo, came out in 2019. That was a bit of time ago. Who was Evann back then who released this project?
Oh, I was 15. I was smaller. I think I think Prince was like my like biggest inspiration. I listened to a lot of like R&B and pop music, and I grew up on a lot of like R&B pop music. Yeah, Mojo was cool because that was something I did on my own in like my parents' basement, and it wasn't expected to like blow up or anything. And it did. I think that it was just like purely self-expression is what Mojo was, and I think that's a really cool thing. And I think that the goal is to always stick to self-expression and not let anything else get in the way.
So you'd say with Mojo then, the biggest accomplishment beyond, it being received quite well and quite wide was that you were able to express yourself in ways you hadn't before?
Yeah, I think living in especially those communities I was talking about before, there's not a lot of opportunity when you are so expressive and you're so yourself. It's like you do end up turning to like, I don't know, you make an album in your parents' basement that it's just fun to make, and you put it out there just to be yourself.
Yeah. So then with this project that's coming out, given that there's a large time gap in between that album and this album that's set to come out in March, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, March 6th.
Beautiful, March 6th. Keep an eye out. By the time this is out, that's probably out too, so that's sick. Have there been any major life experiences that have happened within that gap that has informed thematically or sonically or emotionally the new album?
I think just that I moved to Chicago. I think just that I've grown and experienced, well, that's what you're asking me, but like absorbed more stuff.
Yeah.
Before it was so limited. And now there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge process to, do in one project.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of this project? What do you feel like you've articulated in this new one that you didn't in the first one?
I think the big difference between this project and Mojo, with me personally, is, well, like Mojo is so within myself, and for this project I really stepped out of myself. And I went and I worked in a studio, and before it was all done like remotely with the producers, like emailing back and forth and whatever I could accomplish on like Logic or GarageBand. And this one I got to be in the studio and like have musicians come in and play on it and be there. And like just more of like a process that felt less singular, even though in the past it was still collaborative. Like this was like with like the presence of people.
Yeah. Does that ever influence your internal feeling that you need to put music out? Or working with so many people, is it like a parallel feeling of, well, there's more than just me on the line? Do you feel more of an external pressure to put out, or is it an internal pressure to put out, or is there no pressure and the music just comes when the music comes?
Like after I've made it, or
after you've made it, and also in the process, like, are you ever while you're making just being like, dang, like time is ticking, I need to put something out to continue to build this world? No way, because that's gonna get in my way. Right. I mean, I know it gets in my way. I'm glad that it doesn't influence you at all.
Can't
never
think about
have, never will.
I've had the privilege of having time. I've never been like pushed to make anything, and when I have been, I've not been able to make anything.
Yeah.
So
you work better boundless, unlimited abundance. I love that. And what do you feel as though your unique perspective is that you bring to your music that you haven't heard in other people's music?
That is me.
It's Evann McIntosh. What can I say?
I think my unique perspective. You listen to it, you let me know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I like that. Well, maybe I'll get a chance to listen a little more. Should we continue this bad boy?
Let's do it.
Sick.
Downtown woman, I wanna call you. I'm gonna pick up the phone and that's what I'm gonna do. You hate it being far from me. I love it when you tell me how it's gonna be. Downtown woman, I wanna call you. New York, LA, Chicago to Toronto. Point at a map, I'm bound to think of you there. France or Spain, Vienna to Atlanta. Anywhere that I go, I'll think of you. That's what I'll do. I got a bad case of you. Train car devil, passenger princess. I've grown more fond of you than I would like to confess. I'm crazy about the things that you do. I'll take you where there's music just to watch how you move. Downtown woman, I wanna call you. And that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. I got a bad case of you. Tell me you miss me. Don't run off with some European girl. If some Venetian woman told me she was in love with me, I'd tell her that I had superior company. She'd understand me. She saw you in these jeans that you got. New York, LA, Chicago to Toronto. Point at a map, I'm bound to think of you there. France or Spain, Vienna to Atlanta. You're still lurking in that lonely corner of my mind. peeking through car windows to catch him by surprise. It doesn't come to expect it. I'm much better off keeping it how he had left it. I'm tempted to mull it over, over and over, and pretend like I don't know you again. There's not much to dust off of you, there's not much to analyze. I'm eager to read between the lines and preserve the cover, hesitant to wonder why waste any time pulling the rug out from under me. I'm tempted to mull it over, over and over, and pretend like I don't know where it went. That feeling creeping in, I can't determine where it comes from or what it wants from me, burning by its company. I wish it would quit. I'm tempted to mull it over, over and over again, over and over again. I don't mean to be obsessive, I just seem to get that way. I've been making such a mess of all the things I used to say. Boxes of relics, and I'm sitting in the middle. Order of emotion, I become so temperamental. Over and over, over and over again, over and over again. That feeling creeping in, I get so paper thin, it's cutting through me, and I let it get to me just for it to happen again. That feeling creeping in, I know what it's doing. I pretend I'm clueless, but let it bleed me dry and regret having pursued it again, again. I'm gonna do it again, again, do it over and over, over and over again, over and over again.
Yeah! Evann McIntosh, the one and only. Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
Of course. Thank you to our crew for capturing this. We can't do it without you. And thank you for watching. By the time you are watching this, it's on all streaming services. So Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, they are there. And if you have made it all the way to the end of this video, we'd gratefully appreciate if you'd subscribe to us. My name is Fingy. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?